Hey, Seth.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How was the chicken show?
It was great. We had a good time. Did pretty well, too.
You win some ribbons?
Yeah, I got a plaque that took reserve bantam out of 350 birds. I was pretty excited about that.
Good.
It's raining. Can you hear that? Does it sound pretty loud, or do you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. There's just some rain going on, so I just want to make sure you can hear me okay.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So the first question I have is, what interested you and your family, first of all, get involved in getting Paco Vicuñas?
It was a way of life decision for us. We grew up on raising cattle and always had some type of livestock. I've always wanted to have a type of, livelihood where that would be your job, is to raise the animals. And I think when we saw this opportunity to start researching it, that's kind of the decision that kind of led us to go ahead and pursue this versus having a hobby farm, was possibly get pretty big with this, where it was sustain a full-time job for the way of life for our family.
Yeah. Did you guys do full-time when you had cattle? Did you just do that kind of on the side?
No, we did. It's just on the side. We just had a few of them, just enough to kind of do chores and give you some responsibility and to have, so you can butcher beef every year. But yeah, it was just something you do chores for a few minutes every night, where the chickens were kind of the same way.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so it's something you enjoyed, the animals, and, always had animals, and then thought maybe going with the Paco Vicuña that...
Yeah, and another thing, too, with Paco Vicuña, it was a new breed, something new. If you get in on the ground floor, or something that we saw and believed, and potentially will still do, that could turn into something pretty big. And it's not very often you can jump in on the ground floor or something like that and help grow it and advance it. And that's something that's always excited us with animals. Yeah,
so, okay, that is a good segue to my next question is, so what's the advantage of becoming a member of the Paco Vicuña Association today? So, like you said, it's still kind of in its infancy, and if somebody were to come in today.
What it does, since we're still so small and young with it, I don't think it can offer doesn't offer you what it could offer in the future as we continue to grow. With that, you get your animals, they're registered, or they're DNA tested, so you know for sure the parentage of the animals. And so once you're able to keep them registered, the registered animals got more value to you. You shouldn't. To me, I wouldn't want to buy anything unless it was a registered animal. That way, you know the parentage, and also along with the registered, or what the association is we do EPD testing, and all you got to do is submit your fiber analysis to Yoakum McCall, and from that we collect the fiber results from them and send on to do a herd-wide EPD testing. That's the biggest thing that becoming a member of the association right now offers you is the EPD, being allowed into the EPD program.
Yeah. Yeah, and okay, so now, there's less than 1,000 animals, but there gets to be, I don't know, let's say even over, thousands, even over 100,000 animals. Will it still be possible to do it, the same?
EPDs, it's already set up, so it doesn't matter if we're adding 20 or 30 new animals or up to several hundred a year. Once the EPDs are set up, and that's the hardest part is done for, it's just running through the EPD program going forward. It doesn't matter. If you had a bunch of animals, it may take a little more time, but the hard part's already done. So it's there to grow and to be used.
Okay. So where do you see the association, let's say 2 years from now? Do you see maybe new members coming in, or is that?
Right now, I see it kind of staying the same, slowly growing. We've had some new farms come on board that buy animals from us and said they'd be members. That that. So, I mean, we're seeing a few new members coming on. I can see us growing in the next 2 years up to five new members or so. I mean, it's slow growing. We're so small as it is, but I do see it to continue to grow over the next few years, even though it won't be by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, yeah. So you're saying you've had a few more. I know you had the one family or the one couple or something that bought some animals from you. Have you sold more since then?
No, we had not really. I mean, we had those ladies in New York. They said they would join. They've always planned to be members. I don't think they've ever officially done it yet.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, yeah, the family in Kansas City that was there helping us year, and then a couple ladies from New York.
Yeah, yeah. So would they board with you, or do you think they would actually buy their own animals and have them at their place? Or
they currently board with us, and we're hoping that, and they know that too, that we're hoping that we can get a farm presence on the East Coast. And then once you get the animals out there, it's a little more accessible for others to come see the animals and see if that's what they want for themselves.
Uh-huh.
That's something we would love to see is a farm presence out east.
Right. And so I guess with anything, when you first start any kind of, any business, any kind of organization, I guess the hardest is, at the beginning. I mean, the good thing is the animals are here. The breeding's good. The registry's all set up. But where do you see maybe the Pocket Vicuña Association in 10 or 20 years from now?
Can you repeat that last? Yeah, I heard most of the question. But what was your question?
Yeah, so where do you see the Pocket Vicuña Association in 10 or 20 years from now?
I think to continue to grow. I mean, with the integrity of the DNA testing and the registry, so it's just not registering animals and saying this is the parentage with it being able to match them to the DNA. I mean, you have the integrity of for sure what the animals are. I know like some of the cattle breeds, you can just say, the parentage is this, and it's without the DNA testing, it's just you're hoping that the farmer registers them properly. So by this DNA test, you keep your integrity as the breeders continue to breed and expand. I just see that the association will continue to expand with that. I think the herds are going to continue to grow. I know at our farm we are breeding for more and more all the time, and as the Pocket Vicuña as a whole becomes known, we start to grow and the fiber and names get out there. I just see this continue to go over the next 15, 20 years.
Yeah, so it's more maybe the name recognition and the quality of the fiber, and that will definitely help.
Yeah, I would say, in our minds, when multiple tests, touch field tests, the pup.
Oh. Hey, Seth, are you there? Hello?